Okay, hi, beautiful beings, and thank you so much for joining me and sharing your time and energy with me. So it's such an honor, and I absolutely love sharing my passion and purpose, which is holistic health education for all. So, for those of you that don't know me, I am Anri van Rooyen, and together with Dr. Anri van Rooyen, we are Ariani Health Solutions. So, it is our passion is actually holistic health education. So, we look at mind, body, and soul level with all topics that we do discuss. So for today, I'm going to share my top tips on gut health with you. So it'll only be my top 3 so that it's not too much information. So make sure to grab a notebook and pen and write down any insights that you might find as you go through it, or anything that stands out for you, basically. And as always, please pop your questions in the comment section and let's connect. I always say if you ask questions, that's the best way for learning, because it will amplify your learning. And then, of course, it's more applicable to you. So these sessions that we record and do live are basically here, and it's our way of giving back to the community so that we can assist you on your health journey, and it's free of charge. So use the opportunity while you can. Okay, so before I start, I also just wanted to let you know that gut health is a topic very close to my heart, because I personally also really struggled with gut issues and things like that. And I had to not just research it, my scientific mind, but also I actually use all the tools and tips that I'll be sharing. And I used everything to see what worked for me. So in this session, I will be discussing a few tools and tips, and quick and effective ones, that's also practical, that you can use to obviously incorporate into your lifestyle. So again, as with anything, it's not what we do every now and then, it's what we do consistently. So make sure you do these daily to get optimal results. And we all are unique, so everything might not work for you. So again, I'm going to give you a few options and you do you. See what works for you. For those of you that want to go a little bit deeper and learn more about gut health, you're welcome to join us for our Love Your Gut online holistic health experience. I will pop the link in the comment section so that you can check it out. So yeah, if you're ready to learn more, and if you want to obviously improve your gut in the long run, then that will be a great holistic experience for you. Okay, so without further ado, let's do this. Okay, so before I start, I just want to touch on a few gut issues that most people do experience. So these can include, for example, constipation, diarrhea, stomach pain or discomfort, and then also IBS, which is generally a combination of all of these, and then also leaky gut. So these are the most common ones that we find, but of course, there are many different ones. So also, if you have specific ones, let us know in the comment section and we can guide you on that. So the reason I'm saying this is because there's also a massive link between gut and stress. So a lot of people think popping a pill, a magic pill, or even if it is natural, like a probiotic, is going to solve the problems. But we need to go deeper and do the inner work to actually get long-term solutions. And because stress is a major factor with a healthy gut or unhealthy gut, depending, it is crucial to look at that. So to find your stress solutions and also how to connect to your calm. Right, so again, there's a strong, they also call the gut the second brain for a reason, because interestingly enough, 90% of serotonin, which is our feel-good hormone, is actually produced in the gut. So if you do struggle with gut health, or including bloatedness or any of the other ones I've mentioned, it can be that your gut microbiome, which is basically all the little microorganisms that we find inside the body and outside the body. So on our skin, and also most of them are actually inside the gut, which is also considered as the outside world. So it means that those microbiome or little organisms, which is bacteria, viruses, fungi, and also protozoa and algae, that's found inside our gut. Like I always say, it's like a little universe in there on its own. So it can be that they're out of balance, which can cause all the gutty issues. So it's important to look at that. And of course, our gut is the major area where we digest our food as well as absorb it. So of course, what you eat will become part of your body, and that will also determine your gut health. But it goes a lot deeper because these little microorganisms help us. So it can have a lot of health benefits for us. So including healthy gut, improved immune system, as well as mood and mental health as well. So there's a massive tie between the brain and the gut. So serotonin is one of the examples there, where majority, according to research, is actually found in the gut. So literally 90% of all the serotonin in the body is made in the gut. So it's so crucial to look at the brain and gut connection, as well as, of course, the stress and gut connection. Okay, so I've touched on what the microbiome is. Now, if we refer to, I'm sure some of you might have heard of the word probiotics. So probiotics are beneficial bacteria. So generally, when the beneficial bacteria is in balance, we experience optimal health and happiness due to the serotonin. So generally what happens is if we have imbalances, so this can be due to antibiotic misuse, for example, or if you have a suppressed immune system, or as I mentioned, stress or anxiety or anything like that. This can also cause that there is basically an imbalance in our microbiome, meaning the beneficial or good bacteria is lower than what it should be, and this gives chance for the bad bacteria to then take over, which can lead to infections as well as all of the gutty issues I mentioned before. So of course a probiotic can assist if this is the issue, and in most cases that is the cause as well, or it can also lead to the gut issues like I've mentioned. But then we also look at prebiotics, which is basically the food for the probiotics. So the beneficial bacteria need also food to ferment, and that will also then lead to postbiotics, which is the byproducts that they secrete, which is beneficial to our health. So it's truly a symbiotic relationship where we benefit as well as the obviously good bacteria. But it is important to keep them happy as well. Okay, so now I'm going to give you my top 3 gut health tips that you can already start incorporating today. And remember, if you are interested to learning more, as well as getting a fountain of knowledge that can help you going forward for the rest of your life, because the practical tools and tips we share is something that you can literally incorporate on a daily basis. So if you are ready, feel free to join us for the Love Your Gut online holistic health experience. So that's actually the beauty of online, because you can access it anytime. So just check out the link below, and then I'm gonna give you my 3 top tips. So it's going to be super easy to remember because it spells out gut. So G-U-T. All right, so the first one is G, and that is gut and stress. So we've looked a little bit on it, or I touched on it a little bit earlier, but it's really important to look at stress solutions. So especially if you are someone that stress a lot, or if you have a lot of stress in your life, whether it's work, family, friends, remember our stressors, which is the things that cause us stress, can be anything. So whether it's financial, relationships, work, whatever it is, if you are stressed and highly stressed, it will influence your gut health, because there's such a narrow link between them as well. Okay, so it's important to look at stress solutions. So ways to connect to your calm and ways to calm down your body so that we can access our parasympathetic nervous system. So the parasympathetic nervous system is our rest and digest nervous system. So basically it's when we're relaxed and when we are calm and at ease, basically. So an easy way to do this, and this is the tool you can use, is to access your breath. Now, I always say there's no quick fixes, or there are no quick fixes, but the only one that's available for all of us is our breath, because we can access it at any time. While you're driving, while you're watching this, while you're doing anything in life, you can access your breath. So a simple way to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest one, and to get out of your sympathetic nervous system, which is the stress one, is literally deep breathing. So we have many different types of breathing, which we'll also go into detail with the Love Your Gut online holistic health experience. But I'm just going to quickly show you. You can do it with me. So take a deep breath in, hold, and then just slowly out. So continue doing that as I talk. I literally did one and I feel relaxed already. Okay, so do a few deep breaths in and out. I always say try to do 5 to 10, and generally also before you eat, because we also find that a lot of times when you have bloatedness or stomach discomfort after eating, it's because you're gobbling down your food. You're not taking enough time to taste your food and to eat consciously. So it's really important to even just start with that 5 to 10 deep breaths before you eat with every meal. All right, so then that's my top tip number 1, gut and stress. So accessing your breath. All right, the second one is you. and that is unique foods and also herbs and micronutrients, so vitamins and minerals, as well as probiotics, for example. So again, there are specific anti-inflammatory foods that we can include in our lifestyle. And again, it doesn't have to be difficult. So my mission in life is to teach people that healthy living shouldn't be a punishment. So again, it's even just adding some of these foods that fall under our anti-inflammatory foods into your diet, even if it's one a day. Okay, so some of these include like your essential fatty acids, like omega-3. So making sure you include a lot of fish and also lots of fruits and veggies. So again, in our online holistic experience, Love Your Gut, we go into much more detail and give you so many options of what you can include. And again, choose what you enjoy, as I always say. It shouldn't be a punishment. So incorporate some of the foods that you actually enjoy so that you can have fun while you're doing it. Like I always say, it's a lifestyle change or a lifestyle change and modifications, but it's for the rest of your life. So why do you want to punish yourself? Right. So tune in for our online holistic health experience if you want to learn more specifics around food, as well as which herbs to use and what probiotics to look out for, because we have so many out there, but very few people know what to look out for so that you're not wasting your money, basically. Okay, so we'll touch more on that then. And then also just some supplements to look at can be, for example, a good quality probiotic, also a good quality antioxidant, because if we stress a lot, we make a lot of free radicals in the body. So what an antioxidant does is it actually neutralizes these free radicals, because if it's not in check or balanced, it can cause disease. So that's the root cause of disease, including all your lifestyle diseases like cancer, as well as heart disease and diabetes, all of those. Okay, and then also omega-3 supplement if you don't eat enough fish, which is around 3 to 5 portions per week. And then also our calcium magnesium, which can calm down the nerves and calm down the body. And then we also have our NeuroBalance, which is a great product, one of our newbies. And this is to obviously also improve the connection between the brain and the gut and all the nerves involved. So literally calming down your nervous system with specific ingredients. Again, we'll go into more detail in the Love Your Gut online holistic health experience. So make sure to join in. And then another one to look at is to support your liver. So the liver is one of the accessory organs, meaning it helps with digestion as well. So to make sure your liver is healthy and in tip-top shape. So we do have our liver support for that, which is a great supplement. You can go look out on our website for all of these and also the ingredients if you want to go look for something similar. All right, so that's the second one, U for unique. So unique and specific types of foods to look out for, specific herbs, as well as specific vitamins and minerals. All right, and then the third one is T for time out. So there's actually a double T. So the first T is time out. Again, making sure you take time to rest and relax and to go into your inner world. And also to, again, access your breath. That's a quick tool to do that. And then the second T is trust your gut. So this is where I want to share a little story because like I mentioned, gut health has been an issue for me at times of stress. So of course, as with life, everything is up and down. So sometimes you'll experience more stress, while at other times you won't. So that's why we say these tools you can use for a lifetime, because sometimes it'll be easier and you won't have gut issues because you are completely relaxed and everything is at ease. But these tools are great for when you're under stress and when you really need them. Okay, so the second T is trust. And this is where I want to stop with trust your gut, literally. So I'm sure that all of us have heard before many common sayings that many people say, like I have a gut feeling to not do something or to do something, or trust your gut, or I just feel in my gut that I shouldn't. Okay, so we all know these things, and it goes a little bit deeper than that because literally our intuition lies in our gut as well. And some of us might have noticed, so I know for sure for myself, that there's been many opportunities in my life where if I feel in my gut, I'm like, shouldn't do this. And then I ignore it because of other people, or I'm afraid what other people might think, or whatever the reason is, or you just don't know if you should trust it or not. And then when I started doing my inner work, which was since 2020, which I went a lot more deeper in my inner world and connecting to my calm and also trusting my intuition more, I found that literally all my gut issues actually started lightening up and improving. And now I can access it with ease. In the beginning, it was literally weeks and weeks that I struggle, or days, and going on to weeks or months even. And now literally when I feel it, I tune in, I literally close my eyes, access my breath, to calm myself down first, and then listen to my intuition as well. So trusting our gut is really important, because it will lead you the way, it will show you the way to go. So if you really feel in your gut like, shouldn't be doing this, trust it, don't do it. Okay, so also it is a little muscle that you need to practice. Like with any muscle, you need to do it often, but you'll see how your gut and your body responds to your intuition as well, and what you should and shouldn't be doing. Because I've also noticed if I just listened to my gut earlier, life would have been a lot easier. So try it, you never know. Okay, for me, it's basically, I know it's my gut speaking if I feel excitement. And but if I feel like, no, it's a hell no, then I don't do it at all. And I've started to honor that, and it literally changed my life. So we'll also talk a little bit around that in the online health holistic experience. Right. So also again, because IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, is highly tied with stress, it's super crucial to look at the deeper causes, which is the stress, and not trusting your gut. So again, but just popping pills are not going to help, whether it's prescription pills or natural pills. We need to go deeper and access our inner world and work on our inner states. Because as I always say, you can't change anyone. We can only change ourselves and the way we see things and the way we behave. So doing the inner work is crucial for that. So if you are ready to do the inner work, join us. All right. So just a few things to look out for. I hope you enjoyed my top 3 tips, spelling out gut. So just to quickly revise, the G is for gut and stress, so accessing the breath. The U is for unique foods, micronutrients, and herbs to include. And then the T was for time out, as well as trust your gut. Right. Okay, so we'll be looking at all of these that I've mentioned in more detail, and also giving you mind, body, soul, gut health tips. All right, so going deeper there. Also looking more at the stress and gut relationship and the brain. And then a little bit actually about your genes, so your genetic code or DNA that has been passed on for generations, basically. What are the links between your genes and your gut specifically? And then we'll, of course, as always, include some mindful munchies or nutrition. So not just looking at food, but herbs, quick herbs and things, spices that you can access that can help you to decrease inflammation in the gut. And then we'll also look at some movement, so mindful movement, and how specific exercises that I'll share around how to stimulate your gut, especially if you have a lazy gut, which is another issue that many people have. So a lazy gut is basically, it's not constipation or diarrhea, it's literally lazy. It's the movements in your gut is not the way it should be. So all of these we'll look at in detail in the Love Your Gut online holistic health experience, and we would love to welcome you. It truly is our passion to teach you more about your health and happiness holistically. So looking at mind, body, soul level, so that you can have real results. Okay, so we don't do quick fixes. We go to the cause. We help you to identify your cause specifically, and then we give you all these tools that you can access. If you don't like something, don't do it. As I say, healthy living shouldn't be a punishment. So whatever works for you, we give you a buffet of options. That has been tried and tested as well, and of course well researched, but then you pick and choose which ones work for you. So that's the magic of this, and also of obviously technology these days, so you can access it at any time. So yeah, the link is below. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comment section as well. Again, I would love to guide you on your health journey, and it truly is my passion. So yeah, thank you for joining me once again. Also write down 3 things you're grateful for. I love ending off with gratitude, a gratitude attitude. So number 1, thank you for sharing your energy with me. 2, thank you for sharing your time with me. And 3, well done and thank you for taking your life seriously and your health, making health a priority, or number 1 priority. Okay, so I'm sending you much of love and light, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our Love Your Gut online holistic health experience. Okay, cool. Cheers for now.